legends, and welcome back. That felt so weird, I don't know why. Anyway, we're going to be watching Camp Rock 2, the final jam. Finally going to get into this one. If you've been waiting, and it's probably like 10 people, if that, who have been waiting for this, but I watched Camp Rock like a year or two ago on this channel, and then I just didn't do this one. So we're coming back for this one now. I hope you enjoy, and we're going to jump straight into it.
I know you and Shane talk all the time, but you know, you actually haven't seen this boy in almost a year.
She's like, it's just a summer fling. This isn't Camp Cock, it's Camp Rock.
This is gonna be the best summer ever. And second,
is that like the most Disney Channel original movie star ever? Wow. You really get into the drama straight away. It's like, oh my goodness, someone opened another camp nearby. It's so good. Little light-hearted music. But did someone open a camp next door? I know Mother's eardrums were bursting. She was probably deaf already because all she hears is yeah! Oh, more screaming. Ah! Ooh. But I mean, yay for being excited, you know, a will to live. And Tess can back off like,
I guess no one cares about my life.
well, yeah, girlie, you were the villain in the last movie. Like, I didn't like that they tried to make her no longer be a baddie. I liked that she was a baddie. Let her be a bit of a bitch. Like, let the girls have fun.
Just one more crank and I think I got it.
The boys really grew in like regards to the first movie to this movie. Like, look at that moustache. That's a grown man now. He was so tiny in the first one. Also, they all got tans. They're no longer as pale as they were in the original movie, like the OG. They said tanning bed, or they just finally got to touch some grass after being stuck in Disney's like headquarters all day.
I saw it laying on the ground before. Thought it was important, so I put it in my pocket. Why didn't you tell me this earlier? How could I have told you if I didn't remember?
Why they made Kevin Jonas the dumb pooter of the brothers, I will never know. Like, I do not understand why that was their go-to with Kevin, because I've never looked at Kevin Jonas and thought, dumb. That man looks like he knows what's going to happen in like 10 years time, you know? He's got a face that knows. Alright. Disney really went with the stunt department there. They said, we haven't got CGI. We can't afford CGI. Let's just crash this bus. And their band name being Connect 4 just makes me think of the game you can play. The Connect 4 game with like the little counters that you put in. Yeah, I know everyone knows what Connect 4 is.
not finished.
It's okay, come on.
Not anything special.
Come on. Last year's old news. I'm breaking out my
That's kind of funny. She's like, it's nothing. Brings out a whole song. Oh my god.
That's it.
Imagine you're just trying to jam with your friends, and then Miss Mitchie comes out and starts singing along, but you were trying to figure out your own song. Ooh, I'd be mad. She just stole your song. I had a whole thing last year where all I did was like listen to this song and this soundtrack, but do I remember everything? No, because I have a life and I touch grass occasionally.
A few minutes later.
Oh, they had Miss Demi Lovato tapping her feet all along that grass. They said, you better work for this pay. I feel sorry for her. She, like, again, like Selena kind of like didn't have a day off. Sunny Chance, Camp Rock, back to back. And then doing her own albums and tours. Oh yeah, bop that little shoulder and head. That's such a Disney Channel move to, like, move the shoulders. There was just something Disney Channel directors loved about shoulder movement. They were just like, that is it. That is the vision. That's a serve. I was like, can we say this song's iconic? Like, yes, tap your feet on that grass. Also, Alison Stoner is a legend in her own right. I love how she dances. Also, I love all the podcasts she's going on, talking about her time as like a child star. Very interesting. You should go check it out. Oh my god, and then now they're on the stage? I would slap her.
I'm about to beat this bitch up.
Oh, I don't have a finished song. The lies. Ooh, the vocals. Ooh, the performance. Ooh, everything. And we've got the Australian or British guy back again. He kind of scared me, I won't lie. I don't know what it is about him.
Welcome to the heart and soul of rock and roll.
Little teaser for a future song.
Now, I'm sure you've noticed that there aren't quite as many of you as in years past.
They're saying there's not that many, but the amount that were just dancing along all of the meadow, that was a big intake. Convince me otherwise. Now, you know how we can hear their song playing in the background? Do you think they were just playing it in like their radio to announce their arrival? Their egos unmatched.
They are going to be with us for the entire summer.
The whole summer?
Bruh, what if some people booed? They don't want them there. I would go hide back in that little car of mine and play the song as I leave.
The official reason being they miss their uncle. But I don't think that's the entire story.
Not him stirring the pot there. Sir, you're supposed to be a camp counselor for these minors.
We know it's gonna be hard, but just treat us like normal campers.
We know it's going to be hard. Mandy, no one cares who you are. Like, tell me one single they've had since Camp Rock. They're playing the same song since the original. I don't think they've released anything since. Flop behaviour.
The guy who owns Star Records, he's across the lake?
Yes, and I share your disdain, Tess. Thank you for that.
Tess wants to go get that bag. Can't blame her. In this economy, you may as well. Is this when they drop the parachutes? And it... they do! And it gives Hunger Games. This is giving Hunger Games, Mockingjay, Capital sponsors.
Camp Rock's invited to an opening night bonfire.
No, absolutely not, no.
No civility here. No, we will not get along.
You said yourself we all need to get along, right?
Maria, I've kind of forgotten her name, and I'm so sorry, but... MILF. I'm not wrong. Don't look at me like that.
I remember when I used to be a junior rocker. Is that a camp?
Frankie Jonas getting his 5 seconds of screen time again. Where is he now? At least in R5, their brother Ryland was included quite a bit because he does like DJing before their set. I feel like Frankie's just thrown to the side a little.
Encouraging kids in their love of music, Axel.
I've completely forgotten what this man's name is, and I don't think I really care. And then we've got Axel, but who's the actual main camp Manzi? What's his name? Oh, that's gonna haunt me now.
Wow. I know, right? That's all I've been saying since I got off the boat.
Yes, villain arc. I wish they made her like baddie again. She doesn't become the shoulder movement baddie that she was in the first one, because that, ooh, unmatched. I don't even know how she did it.
Hey, pouty boy. You better hurry, the bonfire's about to start.
Hey, Patty, but ooh, that was like a bit of a violation. Just, hey, Patty. Oh.
And my dear old friend, Brown Cesario.
Oh, his name's Brown? Since when was his name Brown? No wonder I didn't recognise it. Who's naming their child a colour? Brown? He needs help. Brown? You're named like after a skid mark.
So, does anyone have anything they'd like to play?
Wait, is this the version where we get to hear Mitchie's song? Do they not have the extended edition on Disney Plus?
No take.
No! The disrespect. No! I love that on the DVD for Camp Rock 2, the extended edition on the DVD, they have Mitchie sing a song and they're not showing it? The disrespect. Disney Plus. Flop. Oh, this was giving such Glee, like vocal adrenaline versus Glee Club. The New Directions. See, though, I don't know why Camp Rock after this performance like embarrassed himself by marching over to Camp Star, but anyway, we'll get there. But they're so goofy. And I love them for it though, don't get me wrong. Oh, it's getting serious. Disney said you have 30 seconds to show us what you've got and if you want a pay rise, and he took it. Oh, this is so stupid. Her bracelet, it just flies that far. Although, that gives me flashbacks to when I met Selena Gomez. Did you know I met Selena Gomez? When I met her, and then after the meet and greet, I went like, ah! And then my bracelet did actually do the same thing. It flew and hit someone, and I think it's the girlie that I'm still friends with. But anyway, It happens in real life. I guess it's not that realistic. I shouldn't laugh at it. But still, it's just so goofy that her bracelet flies right into his eye. It's just like a bit of a Cinderella glass slipper moment, let's say.
And if there are any Camp Rock campers who'd like to join us, our cabins are air conditioned.
He can't do this.
All right,
He can. Girlie, he can. He's doing it right now. And I won't lie, hustle. It's stinky of him, very musty, dusty, crusty, but also I respect the hustle. It was a complete ploy. Would argue though, taking the mug would be a good way to get back at them because that was their resources. Don't let them have resources. Take away their resources. How are they going to feed all these kids or give them water if they don't have mugs to give it to them? Okay, maybe I'm in my villain era.
I don't want you talking to that boy.
Don't worry. I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
She definitely has daddy issues in this.
Rockers, boats, now.
Rude. The way they just listen to her as well, I would just be asking, who are you? What? Mitchie, that you? But the way they just obey, God, she had power. She didn't even win Camp Rock. You wouldn't think she had like any social standing.
I'm giving you the fire. Oh, no.
That's so awkward. If someone sung in my face, just one-on-one, I would fear my life.
Guess what? My mom said yes. I get to make the switch.
That's great. Welcome to the Ego Factory.
Thanks.
Tess, how could you?
What does she mean, how could you? It completely tracks out for a girlie to do this. I hate how in the end of Camp Rock they act as if Tess wasn't a baddie.
Camp Rock is closed. Effective immediately.
The collective gasp. I mean, that was me at 12 years old. What do you mean Camp Rock is closing?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, I'm serious. This is our summer.
This is our summer. They just keep mentioning their next like song in the movie.
Can't back down. We can't back down.
Oh, this was so unserious. Mitchie really gave cult leader energy. Because anything she did, the rest thought was iconic and was it. And they just followed along without question. Oh, unless this man tried to break free from the cult and she said, no, not today. Ooh. I was just so impressed when I saw this when I was younger. This was peak musical cinema to me. Like, what do you mean they're doing this? Did anyone else as well have the, like, we sing-along game with, like, the Camp Rock songs on it? Because I was doing these, like, every single day. My poor parents. There was no way I was hitting these notes.
Well, you said you needed some new counselors, so I found you some.
Icons, but were they even of legal age to be a counsellor? And also, was he going to even pay them? I bet he didn't pay them a single penny. This was volunteer work at this point.
Jason, you're looking at this all wrong.
Jason?
This isn't punishment.
This movie feels like it's the first time I'm hearing any of their names. Jason? That feels so wrong for Kevin. I'm pretty sure that was a reference to the Bruce Springsteen Born in America or Made in America album cover. That split second. It has to be. It has to be like a tiny little Easter egg someone threw in there. Also, aren't they paying to be here? And now they're doing work for him for free? Oh, wow. He hustled them out of, like, their money. My goodness. I just remember that they had to pay for this. And it must be quite expensive because Mitchie's mum was like, we can't afford this. Oh, no. This was not a look. This was such creep behaviour. Just staring at her with binoculars. He needed help. He needed therapy. He needed to stop.
Just one last look.
Oh, no. Does she look directly at his...
All clear.
That'd be so funny if she looked directly at his binoculars.
I just rolled 100 pounds of raw hamburger all by myself. I told you, honey, I needed help.
No,
Look, love a mumsy, but at least she's being paid to do that. But Mitchie's supposed to be attending camp, not working at camp. Oh, I know that room was loud though. Like, where's the ear protection? One drum kit's loud enough, let alone like 10 of them. Oh, Nate. He was so down bad. Get a grip, my guy. It's so creepy. Stop watching her through your binoculars. Oh, there was such a delay. No! Splash. Oh, he was so hench. He still is, but I didn't realize how hench he was back in the day. Because I only had eyes for Joe when I was younger. But since they grew. It was now Camp Cock, not Camp Rock.
I was goofing around and I accidentally sort of wrote your name on my hand, but used permanent ink by mistake.
So goofy.
No one's ever written my name on their hand before.
Not that trying to make this like such a romantic gesture. They're such weirdos together. And her just writing his name on her in permanent marker. That was not an accident, girly. You guys just need help. Oh, they're so unhinged.
What's that on your wrist?
Nothing.
Not him doing little. Secretly, he shipped them. You know how evil you have to be to see kids having fun and make it cynical? They were unhinged at Camp Star.
I remember doing that. It's fun.
Girlie, she's reminiscing about yesterday. They should have just decided whether she was going to be a baddie or not, because Baddie Tess was kind of an icon. Although, this is quite threatening, because if I saw this coming down the road, I wouldn't know what I'm looking at. It would trigger my fight or flight. But also, they had to go far because they were all the way across the lake, so were they just marching the entire way? I'm sorry, don't even try and tell me otherwise, but all of these songs are bops and they still hold up today. I love though how I haven't heard some of these songs in years, like maybe even in a decade at this point, and they're still so memorable. Oh, okay, Nick Jonas. This was really his drummer era. I don't know if he still does the drums on tour, but I remember he'd do it on tour occasionally, just like for a couple songs. Nick Jonas is the most talented Jonas brother, and I think that's just a fact though. He sings, plays guitar, plays piano and drums. Probably does other things too. Oh, this dance section was so clean though. They were ready for a fight. They were squaring up. This was their version of squaring up, but with music.
What if we put this little competition on TV?
You're on.
I think it's funny how Mitchie was the one who got the final say. She was now the owner of Camp Rock because Brown is nowhere to be seen. No one cares about his decision making.
I think somebody should talk to Uncle Brown.
Why? I already know what he's gonna say.
Why?
How could she do that? I told them.
He is the owner of Camp Cock and they're out here running his business for him. That's a slippery slope.
At the very least, Camp Rock could get some great exposure.
He took advantage is what he did. He saw an opportunity and went for it. An opportunity to destroy me once and for all.
And I thought Mitchie could be dramatic.
Brown was kind of insufferable in this movie. Get a grip, Manzi.
Camp Wars. Catchy. Yeah, I especially like the tagline, only
Visionary.
one will survive.
Millions of viewers will be watching.
She's right, he was so dramatic.
Good, right?
And she was right again. The exposure they would get from this is iconic. That's so awkward. She's just crying in the window and they can see her.
I mean, we may have our doubters, but we have come way too far just to back down. Agreed? Agreed. All right, now let's go get to work.
Pause. See, in this movie, they kind of want to make Mitchie look bad because she's saying, no more fun, just work. But that's what happened to her because someone doesn't want to do his job. That is Brown. He should be making the speech. He should be rallying them all up and he should be organising this whole event. But no, he's passed this on to probably a minor in his group who he's not employing properly. He's not paying them. And she just has to organise everything. No wonder a girlie's stressed. Like, don't make her out to be the villain. It's not her. I'm not stupid. She's just taking on the pressure that an adult should be taking on. It's not meant for her.
Mitchie, can I talk to you?
Do you know who's doing the vocal arrangements? If it's me, fine, but somebody's gotta tell me.
I'm sorry.
He should be side-eyeing his uncle, not Mitchie. The disrespect. Oh no, oh no. See, these little creeps are a match made in heaven because I don't think I'd like it if someone was staring at me through binoculars.
We're just taking a little break. Really? Because I was watching and it looks like we're gonna need a lot more work.
Oh, that was not called for.
The one about the group of kids that didn't take their job seriously and then the camp shut down? Yeah, I think I've heard it.
Hey,
It's
Missy,
not a good
you
look,
gotta check.
but I blame Brown. Where is he? He's so absent in this movie except for complaining in his office. See, and of course he comes here to join in on the fun, but Mitchie's got all the stress in her head, so she can't enjoy the time because this Manzi won't take up his proper job as the adult here and take on the big guns. I'm realizing that the real villain of this movie is Brown.
Has anybody seen Mitchie?
I don't know. She missed dinner.
See, a girlie is stressed.
Well, guess what? This is me trying to save something that I care about.
So am I.
Really? And how's that working out for you?
Not so great.
This is awkward. I don't want to see people fight. I hate seeing people argue. It's not for me. It stresses me out. I don't like it. Here we go. This was a ballad for the centuries. This is such a good song. Again, longevity. It has longevity. I think it's such a good song. Oh my goodness. And you best know I always try to sing both parts when I sing it, and I loved having the sing-along on the Wii. I always made my cousin sing Joe's part because it's deeper. Oh, and Disney Channel was so messy having them sing this live when they just like broken up. Demi's vocals though, especially in this era, she's still powerful, but it really gave power. Just the way she chose to, I think, the vowels she chose really showcased her voice. Also, I love Joe Jonas, but one thing I've noticed about his singing is he sings like a little weirdly, in the fact that it feels like he doesn't open his mouth properly in some ways. Like his bottom lip seems to like curl in. It's like he kind of tenses his jaw. It's like a man he's straining sometimes. But I love his vocals. I'm not coming for his voice. I'm just saying he has a weirder way of singing sometimes. Yeah, it looks like he's constipated when he sings sometimes. And he still does it now. It's not changed. I wouldn't even be mad if I was trying to sleep at camp and I heard them singing this because their vocals are serving. Like, sure, it'd be a little bit weird, but everyone at this camp seems a little bit unhinged. But yeah. If you're in that room right there and you've just got these two screaming, you just wake up to this. But the writers on this song, ooh, can they write more songs, please? Iconic. That was just too good. And the longing for each other, back to being mad.
Morning.
Oh, everyone's taking it more seriously. They're actually helping Mitchie out.
You were right. It shouldn't be all up to you.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying this entire time. It wasn't fair that it was all left down to her. Sorry, this is one of the best songs on the album. Don't Try and Change My Mind. And Nick Jonas was really slamming on that drum set. Now I'm remembering though how I said I touch grass and that I don't know all the lyrics to these songs, but I kind of do. Kevin's vocals weren't even there. They did them so dirty. It was too good. That was a moment for the century. Should go down in the record books as the best song to have ever been done on a Disney Channel original movie.
Words don't come easy without a melody.
Oh, I'm gonna say that this soundtrack is better than the original movie, the first movie soundtrack.
Instead, I'm all out of tune.
Special order.
And they play the out of tune guitar.
I'm having a hard time telling her how I really feel.
You're a rock star, dude. Use it.
I'm so here for Jason's intellectual rise in this movie because they really made him way too dumb in the OG. It was rude.
Well, if you can't say it,
sing it.
You can sing it.
This movie was bop after bop. They just kept giving them out like it was just, payday or something, because we did not deserve all of these amazing camp rock songs.
And this time, remember, it's not amateur hour.
That Mandy whisper shouts, remember, it's not amateur hour. You gotta be next level angry to be whisper shouting.
I couldn't.
Huh? Again, this is another camp rock sing-along core memory on the Wii for me, because, we know this song gets faster and faster as it goes, and I couldn't keep up with Mr. Nick Jonas. The icon he is.
If you wanna know, here it goes, gonna tell you there's a part of me. Show if close, gonna let you see everything. But remember that you asked for.
I can't believe it just gets faster than this as well.
Introducing me.
Ooh, they had Nick Jonas fighting for his life in that recording booth.
What did you say? The theatrics for the competition.
It's okay.
Surprised he didn't start whisper shouting again.
What was that?
Kind of weird though that they had him sleep in the room with them. I mean, maybe they needed to have someone in there with them because they're so young, so I get that kind of. But also a bit weird that he didn't get to have his own, like, room. You know?
Good night. Everybody up.
They all rested for 2 seconds. I'd be mad. I love my sleep. Your head just hit your pillow and he goes, everybody up. No. This movie really is so Glee coded. Because why am I just watching an episode of Glee? Not the spy music though. They said no spoilers. You guys aren't hearing their final song yet. She's back with the shoulders. It's an iconic move for her.
Get it. I don't care what they're singing, but you and Shane are better than Tess and Luke any day.
Because their chemistry. I don't remember their last song though. Out of all the songs in this soundtrack in this movie, I do not remember the song they perform for the show. I remember the song after, the This Is Our Song one, but do I remember the one they sing? No. Couldn't even tell you what it's called. I couldn't care less about these two old farts.
You know her? She doesn't have anything to do with the voting.
Way to make her sound
So I
suspicious.
probably shouldn't hold it.
She doesn't have anything to do with the voting. Way to say you're cheating. Way to say you've rigged the votes. No one was asking about the voting. Don't worry.
As the sun goes down, the volume goes.
Look, was this a stab at Camp Rock again? Because the stage is like the Connect 4 pieces if you were to play the game. I think they were being a bit, you know, petty. I think they were throwing some shots out there. Why do I have no memory of both of these performance songs at the end? I think the rest of the soundtrack is so superior. There has to be something that you forget. Like, there's got to be the 2 forgettable songs. So I'm sorry, but the fire song at the beginning is way better than this one. This is like when Vocal Adrenaline's performances in Glee would be so cool in the rehearsals, and then they'd go to perform a song, and I'd be like, I'm just not impressed. Like, I don't get it.
Wish us luck.
Good luck.
Dana, he is the enemy.
No, he's not.
Needed to get a grip so... Oh, it's just not war. This is just camp. This is fun. We're just singing songs. Still no memory of this song.
Forget, and when you can't forget, you're gonna know in your soul. This is what we came here for.
Maybe it's slowly coming back to me. But it's not as familiar as any of the others at all. But both of their performances for this was kind of lackluster, like the song choice. It's just hard when every other song's been bop after bop. And I'm like, you could have chosen one of those to perform at this televised event. Again, you know what I mean? He's got that constipated kind of style to his singing. And I don't mean that badly.
That's fine. I do want to be in your business.
That was such a villainous laugh. Oh, the slow-mo again though, giving Glee. This must have come out around the time that Glee was popping off. This is such a great way though that they revealed that they lost. We don't even hear them announce it, we just see their faces. I love this way of storytelling. Show, don't tell. And it's rare for Disney Channel to do that, but I think they really executed it well in this part. I loved it. I think it was such a good way to do this. Not Tess being like a good person in the last second again. She wasn't exactly bad in this movie, but we've seen this before with her, and I don't really care.
Every song can't be a hit.
The album says otherwise, minus that last song, but this album says otherwise. Ooh, that one Disney like show or movie kiss they get per movie per show. Yeah, here we go. This movie was though like a song every 5 minutes. I'm not complaining, I love it. I think it's great. For my short attention span, it's a miracle. Hey ya. I want to say both of the main leads, Demi and Joe, have great smiles. The bi panic. And now, is this Alison Stoner singing or is it Demi's vocals? Because I can never figure it out. I don't blame this group though for singing every 5 to 10 minutes in this movie, because if I could make hit after hit like they do in this, I wouldn't shut up either. Like, what's the point of shutting up if you can do this?
And Brown, if it's okay with you, I'd really like to come back to Camp Rock next summer.
Come on.
I don't know why they took her back. A girlie's just gonna find She is the definition of thinking the grass is greener somewhere else. Like, she will leave them for the next camp that comes along. Who cares about forgiveness? I said, let's be villains, let's be haters. She's already had a second chance. I think a third time, so I know it's going to be a charm. Her vocals. Iconic. I think actually that Camp Rock 2 is better than Camp Rock 1. Is that an unpopular opinion? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat something. Have a nice rest of your day. Let me know what your favourite song is from Camp Rock, and I will see you in the next one. Camp Rock 2, I'm saying. Okay? Only 2. I don't care about Camp Rock 1 right now. We're watching Camp Rock 2. We're talking about Camp Rock 2. If I see Camp Rock 1 songs down below, I'm gonna be as dramatic as Brown was this entire movie. Okay. Bye.